What's up, guys? Welcome into a Week 8 edition of Film Room here with Daniel Jeremiah. And DJ, safe to say Justin Herbert was the best rookie quarterback in football last year, the reigning offensive rookie of the year. Mac Jones, I don't think there's a debate. Mac's the best of the best here in 2021.
Yeah, look, he was not the first one off the board, but I do think he went to the best situation when you look at the New England Patriots. And they just have a setup there, Chris, where this offense fits him beautifully, and he is off to a fantastic start. And we can go to the video. I can show you, how they've made him comfortable and how impressive this guy's been. I mean, we'll start with his first play against Houston, and this is off-play action, something he's done more than any other rookie quarterback, and he's been extremely accurate and efficient in this area. So when you see the play action, you're going to see these linebackers get sucked up. It just kind of levels off. And once he does that, he just throws right behind them. So you get a chance to see those linebackers. If they're going to peek their heads in the backfield, he's going to make you pay each and every time. He is outstanding in the play action game.
Completing over 70% of his passes, DJ. Is that just a combination of really good decision-making and just his natural accuracy?
Yeah, look, there's been a lot of people say, they're not really pushing the ball down the field and stressing out the defense. But this is something that he's outstanding at, and that's being able to get quickly through your progressions, 1, 2, 3, 4 balls out. So those completions might not come deep down the field, but the ball's coming out so fast, Chris, as he's giving these guys a lot of opportunities to do things after the catch.
All right, what's next here?
All right, I want you to watch the corner down here on the bottom. We've got a 3-by-1 formation, and they're really going to try and set the trap for Mac Jones here on the bottom. Watch this corner's posture. Look at how he's got eyes in the backfield. See 24, look at him looking in the backfield. He's daring him to throw this out with this number 2 receiver. It's a trap. It's going to be picked off, and this is just that subtle pocket movement. He's going to drift a little bit away from some pressure, buy a little bit of time. He's not going to take that bait, and he's going to throw right over the top of that little hole player, that corner setting the trap. He doesn't take the cheese and ends up getting a nice big completion down the field.
DJ, he had those 3 interceptions against New Orleans and a pick 6. Trayvon Diggs, his old teammate, got him, but he doesn't make the same mistake twice. And it seems like if you take that Saints game away and that one play in Dallas, he's done a pretty good job taking care of the football.
Yeah, I mean, it's been impressive. I mean, the long touchdown, I would argue, in the Dallas game probably should have been picked off by the safety. Yeah. But even so, you give your guy a chance to make a play late in the ball game, and it worked out for him. But to me, it's just beautiful play design, and then your job as the quarterback is to execute, and that's what he's done. And I'll show you one more play here because it's an old friend alert, because we've got our old buddy Hunter Henry here coming in motion down here in the red zone, and it's just a beautiful play design against the Jets. It's a quick nod to the out, and then boom, snap your head around, ball's right on you. He gets held a little bit on this, and Hunter Henry still does a nice job of being able to corral that in. We've seen that a few times with the Chargers over the years. So I think it all just fits together with Mac Jones and the Patriots at this point in time. They've got an offense that's well designed. They don't take too many chances, and he executes flawlessly.
And Hunter, a touchdown in each of his last 4 games. That Patriots offense, those tight ends are starting to get rolling a little bit. What's the biggest key to maybe slowing a rookie like Mac Jones, who I feel like is making decisions like a veteran?
Yeah, I think you've got to challenge this group. If this Chargers defense has been predicated on not letting the ball sail over your heads, and it's been effective, for the most part. I would just say in this game, I don't know if there's anybody that really scares you or that you worry about. And I think you got to get up and challenge these guys. Even if you're going to play your safeties back, let your corners get up and challenge these receivers. Get your hands on them. Do not let him find a rhythm and get into a rhythm. That's one thing. The other thing, Chris, is this is a team. We saw it last year in that Patriots game. They want to come in. They want to pound you up front. They want to pound the football. And I would expect we'll see a similar game plan on Sunday. So the Chargers got to be more physical at the point of attack. They've got to be good in their run fits. And to me, it's just rerouting these wideouts, getting them off, not letting them get off the line of scrimmage clean.
All right, DJ, let's flip it to the Chargers. 4-2 going into their bye. They stubbed their toe in Baltimore, but all in all, Justin's been a stud this first 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah, he's been awesome. I mean, this is the Baltimore game where it's really the only stinker that the Chargers have had this year. And I know Justin would like to have some throws back, but even when you go back and look through that game, there's still things that you see that you can go, okay, this is the key here. This is something you can latch on to going forward. And I think you see them snap right back and get back on track against the Patriots. But I want to show you a couple plays here in that Baltimore game, which show you, the areas where this offense can continue to go because of the players that they have and because of the trigger man. This first one here, Chris, you're going to see a 3-by-1. You've got 3 on the bottom. You got 1 up at the top. That's Jared Cook up at the top. That's where the football is going to go. But keep an eye on Keenan Allen here. He's inside receiver up at the very top, that number 3 receiver. And watch the attention that he's going to grab here. So as a quarterback, 3rd and 11, you're trying to find your one-on-ones. Somebody's going to get doubled, and you know that there's going to be somebody waiting for Keenan. They know he's the guy. He's Mr. 3rd down. So you see this safety at the top. He has no concern whatsoever with what's going on up there with the tight end. He is doubling. He's trapping Keenan. So Justin does a nice job. His eyes start at Keenan, as they should, and he feels that double coming and then just work out there to the one-on-one. It's a nice ball. It's a beautiful route here by Cook, snaps it off, and you get a big conversion on a 3rd and 11, which is not easy to do in this league.
Yeah, and let's give Telesco some credit too. You lose Hunter Henry, you're bringing a guy like Jared Cook. He and Parham have kind of exceeded Henry's production. They have 4 touchdowns between the two of them and more receiving yards.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, kind of that committee approach there with the tight end group. And we've seen it as talented as these receivers are. When you talk about Big Mike and the year that he's having, and Keenan, as great as he is, this offense in some key moments has worked through the tight ends and worked through the backs. And this is another example of that right here. This is an opportunity with Austin Eckler. You put the formation up to the top. Then you're going to get Austin Eckler on an angle route. And to me, this is something I want to continue to see more of, because I think teams are going to be focusing on Mike and Keenan. So find the matchups you like. In this case, you end up getting Eckler does a nice job working against Marlon Humphrey, who's actually peeling off. He's going to blitz here from the bottom, but once he sees Eckler out in the route, he tries to peel off with him. It's excellent awareness by Austin, be able to beat the man here who he wasn't counting on being involved in this play. He crosses his face. Again, that's a 5-6 yard throw from Justin, ends up being an 18-yard gain because of what Austin can do with the ball in his hands. So I think you continue to see the backs and the tight ends be a big part of this offense as we go through the rest of the season.
All right, last play here. Mike didn't have his typical all-pro game as we're used to seeing the first 6 weeks of the year, but this was a big play.
Yeah, they're still going to dial up shots, and this is what I think you continue to see with Justin Herbert and his ability to be able to throw across the field. We've seen this a bunch where he gets rolling to one side, and as a defender, everything in your history of playing football tells you, here it is, he's going to roll right, and everything tells you everything's got to be going to the right. You're going to probably get a corner out here up at the numbers. That's what you've seen as a defensive player your whole life. Quarterback's coming my direction. The ball's got to go this direction. And then here he goes. He crosses your face and ends up running a post. So we've seen that numerous times this year. And I think Justin gives you this luxury because of the arm strength that he has to be able to throw cross body. That is a big time throw. So you get flow going and you take your shots. I think when you look at this Patriots game, I think these are examples. Is Bill Belichick is always known for trying to make you left-handed, right? He wants to take away what you do best. So you got to believe that Keenan Allen's going to be a focal point. So then if they're going to double and trap and try and contain Keenan, Justin's got to be quick to get off that and get to his tight ends, get to his backs. And when you dial up these shot plays over the top, you got to hit them.
If you want to see more content like this, check out the link right here.